Hey there, Dani K coming to you from Dani K Gym and Wellness. Today's tip is about tennis shoes. Tennis shoes for working out, for running, for lifting weights, for walking. There are all kinds of tennis shoes. What shoe is the best for you? There's a couple of stores in the area that, or maybe not in like the Westminster area, but I think there's one in PA, Hanover, there's one down in Pikesville. So basically I would Google whatever area you are in, but there are places that will watch you walk, watch you jog, run, and then they will pick out maybe 2 or 3 different styles that actually fit your gait. So one, that is important. You know, fitting a shoe for your gait, for your walk, the way you run, you know, the way your foot placement, you know, is on the ground. Two, with what you do, you know, a lot of times, you know, people ask me about those shoes with the toes in it. My cousin that runs marathons, you know, she had used those at one point for like her feet issue that she was having. I would call her a professional runner. She knows what the hell she's doing. But you know, for the majority of people that are trying to get into running or walking or cross training, I personally would say stay the hell away from the shoes that have the toes all individualized, all that crap. You know, and some people say, well, the Kenyans, they run barefooted. Well, yeah, that's what they do. We have grown up since we were, you know, learning how to walk pretty much in shoes, you know, I mean, so we've had shoes from however old you are, you know, from when you were able to walk, you know, or learning to walk, up until, you know, the age that you are now. So, you know, outside of, you know, walking barefoot, you know, here or there or whatever, but to actually train or run in bare feet, I personally would not suggest that at all. So I would definitely look at what kind of workout, training, whatever, you know, that you're trying to do, and then, you know, fit the shoe for the purpose. So if you're cross training, like if you are doing some, you know, intervals where you're lifting weights and jogging or running or whatever, you get a cross trainer. If you're, you know, outside doing some things or whatever, a cross trainer has certain support, it has certain cushion. You know, a lot of times, you know, people will get certain weightlifting shoes, you know, specific for weightlifting, and that's fine. If that's what you're doing, you're lifting heavy, you're doing weightlifting, and that's it, and then you're going to get on the treadmill and put your running shoe on, then that's fine. So the type of shoe definitely has to do and work around the type of workout that you're doing. And personally, you know, there are, you know, stores that are out there that, like I said, will watch you walk, will watch you run. They're professionals. They will talk to you about, you know, what actual exercise you're trying to do and fit that. You know, you need support for your ankle, you need, you know, support for your arch, you need support for your heel, you need support for the ball of your foot, you know, whatever it is. I mean, obviously, you know, when you're playing basketball, you need ankle support. So most of the time, that's why you see the guys wearing the high tops. So they have the ankle support so they don't roll their ankle. You know, so definitely, you know, I wouldn't just, you know, look on the internet and say, oh, I like that style of shoe or I like that color and get it. It might not fit with what you're doing. You know, if you're doing a lot of running, obviously you want a supportive shoe, but light. You know, so personally, I would seek out, you know, Google a shoe selling store, a shoe store in your area that may do what like the store in Pikesville does. I think it's called Fleet Feet, and the store in Hanover, I can't remember what that's called, but they watch you walk, they watch you run, they're watching your gait, and they're actually asking you questions about what kind of training you're doing to fit you in the right shoe. And of course, they give you a couple of different options, colors, you know, that kind of thing. But So that's one thing about shoes. Another thing about shoes, especially if you're a runner, you know, 9 times out of 10, the insides of your shoe is going to wear faster than the outside of your shoe. So if you're a runner, somebody that runs a lot, whether it's, you know, on the treadmill outside, you're doing intervals, Tabatas, you know, running for distance, you know, running short distance, running long distance, even with weight training, you know, where you're lifting heavy, you're pushing down in that cushion, you know, so it's definitely a good idea either to constantly every couple of months, 3 months, 4 months, you know, to change your inserts out. You know, if you like if the outside of the shoe still looks good or whatever, you know, a lot of times it's the insert, the cushion, that is what's wearing down, you know, breaking down, you know, the arch, the padding, that kind of thing. So there's all different things to look for in when buying a shoe, and then also how long do you keep the shoe. You know, like I said, just because it's still pretty on the outside doesn't mean that it's pretty on the inside, that it's, you know, still helping you do what you originally bought it for on the inside. So, you know, I think, you know, with like runners and stuff, a good rule of thumb for them, regardless, they're just buying, you know, so many miles that they put on the shoe, and they purchase a new shoe, you know, every 3 months, 4 months, you know, so think about that. You know, if your feet are hurting, or if you feel like you're not getting enough support, you know, check into getting a new shoe, a different shoe, the right kind of shoe for what your actual exercise, or, you know, that you're doing. If you're doing, you know, a split of weightlifting and running, you know, definitely get a cross trainer. If you're going to do just weightlifting, get a weightlifting shoe, and then, or even a cross trainer shoe, and then just get a running shoe. Switch your shoes. If you're going to go running, take that cross trainer off, take that weight training shoe off, whatever, you know, CrossFit has their own shoes and so forth. Take those shoes off and put on that running shoe, and then go run. I know for me, I have, you know, shoes that I just, you know, lift weights in that have some support. And then I have a shoe that I actually run in. So I take off, you know, when I'm doing my Tabatas or intervals or whatever it might be, I take that shoe off and I put my running shoe on, and then I go run on the treadmill. I come back, I take that shoe off, you know, I put my shoe back on that I lift weights with, and start lifting my weights again. So, you know, it might be a pain in the ass, but it's definitely worth it, so you're not going to injure your knees, injure your foot, you know, or take, you know, a better precaution, you know, to prevent certain injuries. So I hope that tip helped. Remember, you can look me up on YouTube, DKNYKNIGHT. Subscribe to my channel, and you can get all my daily tips and then some. You know, look me up on Facebook, Dani K Gym and Wellness. That's DANI, the letter K, Gym and Wellness. You know, and you can email me, danikgymandwellness.com. My email is there. Facebook, YouTube, all different kinds of ways. Come to the gym. There's all different kinds of ways to get in touch with me. Ask me questions. Ask me what you want to, you know, ask me a question about what you want to hear, want me to do a daily tip on. So just trying to help you on your fitness journey. Stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated. Bye.